What's up, Cancer Cluster Army? I might sound a little bit funny. I'm out here at the Allen Steam Station, coal-fired plant, home of the Belmont Raiders and Bandits, the Little League team for Belmont, Gaston County, which sits on plant property. Once again, the second most coal ash contaminated power plant in the entire country. Look at this, y'all. Look, there's their park. Look at that park. They've been bringing their kids out here to play Little League. Like it's no big deal. The Optimist Club had a long-term lease with this. I want to say it was 20 years. It was up this past year, and I haven't been able to find out yet if they renewed that contract or not. I pray they did not. I tried to bring some awareness in their Belmont groups about what was going on out here, and all I got was a bunch of people mad at me for daring to talk about how coal ash causes cancer. Alzheimer's, which is the #1 cause of death for Gaston County. Here's behind me. It's just a little dead-end road here. I came in the back way behind the plant. This is down South Point Road. If you speak to the people on South Point Road, every other house has either cancer or an autoimmune disease. There's 2 schools right at just less than 2 miles from here. South Point High School, and there's a middle school. And I'm gonna have to find out if Crescent Resources, Duke Energy built them. 'Cause that wouldn't be good, would it? Right across the street from here is the disabled children's camp that run by the nuns, called Camp Hope, run by Holy Angels, and there's 800,000 tons of coal ash out there. The nuns say they were told it was safe. Which means it's probably a Department of Water structural field. And they were terrible with their records, didn't get them to sign the liability clauses that they were supposed to sign. There's about, I want to say 19 million known tons of coal ash in the active coal ash ponds here. They won't move all of it. They're going to move, can't even remember, I want to say it's 17 million back from the water onto a liner back from the Lake Wylie and the Catawba River. They have closed coal ash landfills up here that they don't have to be cleaned up. The entire plant was built with coal ash. The roads, I have records showing where they were allowed to build these big transmission lines with coal ash. Most likely, this parking lot's probably coal ash, would be my guess. I know somebody needs to get up here with a Geiger counter. So, your little kid has been playing Little League out here at the second most coal ash contaminated power plant in the entire country. Yeah. You might want to be aware of that, especially if they, get cancer. Many of the other dozens of things that exposure to coal ash can cause, like arsenic-induced diabetes, behavior issues, ADHD, learning disabilities, neurological disorders, heart attacks. Coal ash can attach to the DNA. That means it can show up in your children's children. You might not see the effects of this to your grandchildren. All because you thought it was okay to come out here to this contaminated coal ash plant and let your kids play Little League. Like, why are there no warning signs? I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be angry at the parents. I'm really trying to get the view of its uninformed victims because the media has not been putting this out there like they should. Our politicians aren't doing their jobs. I came to the cleanup meeting for this plant, And there wasn't any politicians there. No local politicians. There was one guy, and I wish I could remember his name. I want to say he was a state rep, but he was the only one. And he didn't speak or anything. And that night, it was the night before that, had been the Mooresville coal ash cleanup meeting. And this was my second night going to their coal ash cleanup meetings. And I asked the NCDQ if they were treating the hundreds of millions of gallons of coal ash pond water that they were dumping into the rivers. The night before in Mooresville, they said no for Lake Norman. When I asked it for Belmont, they got angry. They were like, oh, we talked about this last night. Like, the people of Belmont don't deserve to know if you're treating this coal ash pond water that's being dumped into the river. Why are you angry at me? Because you didn't do your job? You know, why are the victims out here trying to get the right things happening? Bring awareness. It's not right. I've had people that have lived near this plant for a long time. Long before I was born. It's time to stop this generational poisoning going on by Duke Energy and the NCDQ. It's just, we have the internet now. We're not stupid. We can prove what you've been doing to us and killing our children. Please, for the love of God, do not bring your child out here to play Little League. Like, what are y'all even doing? Wake up, please.